Welcome back, everybody. So my next movie review for you is The Dark Knight. So The Dark Knight was released in July 2008, once again directed by Christopher Nolan, and many of the cast returned from the first movie for this second installment. So where do I begin? Okay, I'll begin with this. This is my favourite Batman movie, but not because Batman's in it. Okay? I'll get to that bit in a bit. It's not rocket science. You know exactly what's coming up. So, this movie had a slightly different feel from the first movie. The Gotham wasn't quite the same. The feel of the movie in general was very, very different. It had a different kind of vibe to it, which I actually really did enjoy. Once again, Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne and Batman, it was a very good performance. All the performances in this movie were very good, but once again were overshadowed by one major performance. And this is going to be the focus point of this movie, because the late Heath Ledger controlled this movie from the start. Okay, it didn't even make a difference even if he wasn't in a scene. You had that feel, you wanted to see more of him and see what he could do. The first scene where he goes, the line, "We've unmasked," and this scene is absolutely brilliant. He's got a joke, he's got a mask on of a clown, and he then just unveils the fact that he's got clown makeup on. It's absolutely fantastic, and it then followed up, "Whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger." From that moment on, when I was in the cinema watching this, I went, this is going to be an absolutely awesomely epic film, which is going to do very well. And it did. But only because of the Heath Ledger performance. Now, I watched a documentary not so long ago, about 2 weeks ago, and Heath Ledger, while filming The Dark Knight, went up to, it was either a cast member or a friend, and said, "Do you know what, this is the first movie where I felt in control, confident, like he owned this movie." And he showed that in this movie as well. The Joker's performance in this was absolutely fantastic. He had this very creepy vibe, very unpredictable vibe to him as well. But yet some of the things he was saying, you actually have to sit there and go, yeah, I actually do kind of agree with it a little bit. And I just love the way they tried to portray this. Once again, it's just another display of you know, realism of what, at the end of the day, any one of you, or any one of us could do what the Joker did. It was the fact that he wore makeup, he was very unpredictable, he had no backstory, which is another great point of this movie, because every time he went to go and tell the story of how he got these scars, it was always something different, and it just made that movie just so epic. Now, I mean, I could make this like a 10-minute review, but I'll tell you some of the things I do, certain points in this movie I actually really do enjoy. So the next one would be making the pencil disappear. It's a great scene from the Joker. It's absolutely fantastic. Well played, well done. He's just brilliant in that. He's just ripped off a load of mob dealers right in front of him, and it's just absolutely superb. And you got also, I'll just put it like this, every single Joker scene in that was absolutely fantastic in every single way. Other parts I liked of this is Two-Face. I loved this version of Two-Face, and I remember being in the cinema, and when he finally turned his head and you actually see the full extent of the scars, there was a father and a kid come in. The kid started crying, basically, and they had to walk out. So it has a very strong impact, and I actually really did enjoy that. I didn't enjoy the kid crying. I enjoyed Two-Face, you know, in this movie. Not like the Two-Face that we saw in Batman Forever. This was actually a very good version of Two-Face. He had that very angry, aggressive side. He was good. All right. But as far as other performances goes in this movie, like with Christian Bale coming back as Bruce Wayne and Batman. Batman, yes, he was good in this, but it was seriously overshadowed by the Joker. You don't see a huge amount of Batman, and he's always constantly trying to battle what he has to do next, which you do get the sense of it at the end of the movie. But generally, as a whole, I could go on and on about this movie, but I'm just not going to. I love this movie from start to finish. I know there's many people that do find this, or it's their favourite Batman movie. I'm going to have to agree. I mean, I love all the Batman movies, but if I was to put one on top, it would have to be The Dark Knight, to be fair. And it even just pips Batman Begins, and I love Batman Begins. So, on that note, if I was to rate this movie, it would get a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm a huge Batman fan anyway. This was a great Batman movie. I loved the Joker as a villain. I loved Two-Face as a villain. I did enjoy all the other performances in this one, apart from one, which I'm not going to mention. To be fair, and Christian Bale as Batman and Bruce Wayne. Once again, I did enjoy him in this, but in this one, he didn't have that controlling feel, which is obviously was the point of this movie. But it didn't matter because Heath Ledger's performance as a Joker was absolutely fantastic. So, on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below as normal. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.